Welcome to 30 Minutes of Madness. It's your girl Millie Maddness here on QVC TV 22, and I'm here with my special guest, DJ Alien.
How you doing, man?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
So it's awesome to have you here, and I'm so excited to get started. So, shall we?
Yes.
All right. So, tell me a little bit about your expertise.
Well, musically, I started involved in hip-hop music at a young age, 13, 14 years old. Probably before that. I think I actually wrote my first rhyme in 7th, 8th grade. So,
wow.
I'm like 11, 12 years old probably. And then from there, I soon got into DJing with a couple friends of mine. And we did it throughout high school, after high school. Some people went, other directions, but since those early days, it kind of planted in me that desire and that love and passion for music, especially hip hop, and a little bit later on reggae music. So, music that really impacts people, and just ran with it and been running with it since. I mean, there was a time I wasn't doing it, but that wasn't a good time because it was like, this is what I need to be doing. So I've always been drawn back to music, and it's just something that I'll probably do forever.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So that's a pretty early start. So now, as far as music, do you DJ?
Yeah, I DJ, also write and perform hip-hop music. I play a few instruments, nothing serious though. I'm hooked up with there's a good punk rock hip-hop scene in Trenton, New Jersey right now, in Chambersburg area, Mill Hill area, and take advantage of the opportunity to meet musicians and work with them, rock bands, some reggae bands, and get a chance every now and then to get a bass in my hand or a guitar. Yes. And take advantage of that. My friend Nikki Nailbomb, she's a musical artist, and Caleb, they host a open jam night at a place called Champs in Trenton, and they promote musical, just people wanting to use instruments that may not be real familiar with any skill level. Let me back up. Any skill level, whether they're novice or professional. So that's been a good spot to just go hang out, play music. And then you're getting all types of music. You're getting MCs there, vocalists, people who are more into hip hop, more into rock. And you see this merge, and it's a good scene right now. So,
nice.
So I enjoy messing with the instruments too. But mostly what I'm doing now is hip hop, DJing hip hop shows, and recording and performing hip hop. Yeah.
Nice. Sounds like a great fusion. What a great
cool,
mix.
yeah.
Nice. So, what's your thing? Is it like you're DJing or are you more towards into the performing?
It's hard to say.
What do you favor more?
I gotta say both. I mean, I do love to perform, but at the same time, I love to DJ. And then I know there's other people out there that do it, and then even some people that are more mainstream that have experienced DJing and performing. And then you got a few old school artists that come to mind. Pete Rock, CL Smooth, like Pete Rock was his DJ, yet has his own stuff out. And there's other examples probably that I can't think under the bright lights right now. But so I really love them both. I got a passion for both. But with the DJing, I also do parties, events, weddings, and I've gained experience more recently over the past few years with those type of things. And I enjoy that too, sitting down with people, planning their event, and providing the sound for their whatever occasion it is. Nice. I've done a few picnics. I was at my son's school this past year and last year, Halloween, end of school year events. So it was a lot of fun to be out there with the kids and,
Nice. So tell me, what are some barriers that you have found getting into the music industry?
Well, being that I do have 2 children, it takes a lot of focus and time. I wouldn't change anything. I love my children, but with certain responsibilities, had I had known earlier the dedication and time it takes, I may not have went I may have put more focus and planned better to be able to free up time to do more musically. But I think people nowadays really got to be educated on how to get their music published, how to own their stuff, the rights to their music, all of those things, so you have something that's sellable. I can't just go out, rap my song on my beat, you know, if it's not signed, sealed, you know, packaged, ready to put on some platform where people can pay for it and I can get, you know, money for that, then it's difficult. So I think that's important to really know how to monetize. So that's a barrier, I mean, without a doubt, because bills have to be paid, so I can't do a lot, you know, free stuff. And a lot of artists are starving out there and don't always have money to, you know, throw here and there. So I try to work with people, though, and I've done plenty of free things and probably will always continue to do that at my discretion, you know. So I got a lot of friends that have taught me things and brought me along and supported me, so I'm all for, like, you know, reciprocating that, and at the same time trying to find ways to monetize so I can do more things musically.
Nice.
So,
and you know, and that's very important that you say, because a lot of times it's just so involved, but educating yourself on how to do things really kind of gets you a long way. In this day and age, I think with social media and so many platforms, I think it's easier to learn and educate yourself. But is being signed to a label something that you're looking for or that would interest you?
Well, I actually had an opportunity a few years back with an entertainment company that started a label, and I wind up signing with this label that was beginning to shop our music to bigger labels to try to do a sort of a merger. But what I learned from that is what you hear a lot of people say. A lot of major labels, you know, they will want control of your content. You're kind of signing your life away to a degree. Now, maybe not in every case, but they have, you know, they're going to invest in you. So they're going to want it a certain way. They're going to take a lot of creative control, and influence. The crowd is wild. It's Maddness. Don't let that guy in here. No.
Security.
we can handle him. We're tough in here. But so what was I saying? I'm sorry.
About the artists that they do want. I mean, the labels want creative control and all of that.
They'll take more creative control, and
so that's something that you kind of had a bad experience with, and
they wanted
really
to
what
make.
You're looking for.
See, I was doing more of a East Coast boom bap type of hip hop. I've done a few contests. I wound up winning something that was judged by a few people out of Trenton. DJ Juice is a guy, long-time Trenton DJ, and he was on the panel with a few other people, and I think they picked 5 people. It was like 30 people performed there, and I think they picked 5 to have an opportunity to get this record deal. And then it was ultimately offered to me, and I had 2 other people I knew that had the same offer. One of them took it, one of them didn't. I thought about it, I wound up taking it, but as fun as it was, and I did have a good experience, they linked us up with a live band. It was friends of mine, musicians, but my sound was more urban, hip-hop, soulful, you know, DJ kind of produced sound with samples and cuts and horns and a little bit of live instruments. But they wanted to make us kind of like a Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit kind of feel. And I was with it, but I was under the understanding that we'd do more of the soulful sound as well, and that never really happened, and I was kind of getting frustrated. And after a couple years, while the band thing was fun and we were doing good and starting to get some notoriety locally, and it wound up just falling apart after a while. Just people change over time. It's hard to keep a band together. You see these bands sometimes that they're together 5, 10, 15 years. God bless them, because you know, it's like a marriage. You're spending so much time with these people, you know, rehearsing and hanging out and doing shows. So as that was ending, I was talking to the label about getting out of the contract, and the two guys that were in charge, you know, agreed that that was fair, and they wound up releasing me from that. I didn't have to worry about any repercussions. Was I to go on and do other things?
Wow.
So that wasn't it was okay, but it wasn't something looking back that I really needed to do.
Right.
Because although I did get to perform and meet some people, it was this is back when Romeo was Lil Romeo.
Yeah.
I don't know if C Murder, some of those guys like came out to a show and we got to open up for them. It was Sovereign Bank Arena. Now I think it's Cure Arena. And I mean, that was cool. I got to see some nice studios and everything, but it really didn't go anywhere. I think they were trying to shop us a certain way, and just didn't work out.
So what advice do you have for like upcoming artists or people getting into the music industry about, you know, kind of how it works, or any type of advice that you would give?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say totally, you know, don't try to get signed by a major label, but just to be aware going in. Be aware of how you can keep some control of what you want to do. And the DIY thing is real nowadays. The do-it-yourself thing is real. With, like you mentioned, social media, it wasn't the same in the 90s. It's exploded in the 2000s. It's exploded since 2000. So there's a lot more avenues. You might be able to get your music, you know, across the globe, where back in the day it was, you know, you were lucky to have people in your own state, you know, following you and your music. But now you have those platforms that so I would encourage people to find out more about those platforms and to pursue it, you know, to take advantage of those things and to do you. There's a lot of competition too out there, but you know, tomorrow's gonna come and the next day is gonna come, God willing. And so if you get caught up in all that, it's frustrating, you know. Do you focus on what you like? There's going to be people that like what you do, people that don't. So you can't let that stop you. You know, believe in yourself and have some good, trustworthy people around you, I think, is important.
Yeah, that's a big one, because just having the right people around you is, in itself, is a big thing. So, well, I definitely want to know more about what's next and where people can find you and so much more, but we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Okay.
And we're going to come back with more of DJ Alien and what's next and so much more right after this commercial on 30 Minutes of Madness with your girl Millie Maddness. See you in a bit.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Hi, this is Ben Laurie from Ben's ProServe. Are you looking to save money on your utility bills? As one of South Jersey's sources for the New Jersey Clean Energy Program, we can install insulation and an efficient heating and air conditioning system for you with up to $4,000 in rebates and up to $10,000 in 0% financing to help you save even more. Call us today at 856-500-3222 or visit besttocallben.com.
insure the unexpected. Beyond the Insurance, 696-0700.
If you haven't been to Bruni's Breakfast and Burgers yet, what are you waiting for? They offer a unique and fresh take on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Formerly Torelli's and Billy D's, they are keeping tradition alive with their version of the special sauce. Burgers and breakfast served all day. With your busy schedule in mind, they offer takeout and fast and friendly eat-in service. Call 856-765-5063 and they'll have your order ready and waiting for you. Check them out on Facebook to see the menu and their rave reviews. Bruni's Breakfast and Burgers is located in the Millville Arts District, 423 North High Street.
Cedar Lane Feeds in Elmer has everything you need to keep your livestock happy and healthy. They've got food, medications, grooming supplies, treats, and toys for animals of all sizes. For indoor pets or outdoor pasture, Cedar Lane Feeds has you covered. Farmers, be sure to stop by on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. for their weekly livestock auction. Cedar Lane Feeds is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's Cedar Lane Feeds in Elmer.
The Cumberland County Improvement Authority is here to help all of us to enjoy the rich, rural landscapes where we live. Follow the leader and reach for paper bags or bags made from cloth to hold groceries and shopping items. Together with the CCIA, we can all begin to change the plastic pollution to the bags from natural materials solution. The Cumberland County Improvement Authority is a great partner to help us all turn away from using plastic bags to living as New Jersey coastal dwellers who prefer our beaches and waterways to be plastic-free. Visit the Cumberland County Improvement Authority online at ccia-net.com for tips on the ways we can all make to move away from plastic.
Welcome back to 30 Minutes of Madness. It's your girl Millie Maddness here, and I'm here with a special guest, DJ Alien. And we're gonna find out what is next for DJ Alien. What you got going on?
Man, it's been busy, but it's good, right? Like my homie Ray Strife says, never cease, never cease.
Yes.
So next up is Lyrically Fit. I'll be at in Philly at the Fire next Wednesday. I believe you are a sponsor of this event. Millie Maddness. Shout out to Millie Maddness. Integrity Salon.
Yes.
As well as THE will be in the building. The hip hop entity. Killer Kells on the bill. And the Nomads. Bunch of dope acts, so I'll be DJing that event. They'll have me busy because there's a lot of artists on the bill.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to that.
Nice.
And then later in the month, we are trying to lock in the next Behold the Craft event, which will be the 4th. That's a showcase that Killer Kells, dope MC from Violin, we've partnered on that to just bring the sound that we love and want to see alive and to keep evolving to the people. So we kicked that off in the Philly area, and then we were in Norristown last week. We'll be in Trenton in August with it. So we'll see where it goes from there.
This is traveling, huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
Moving around a little bit and
nice. Which is great because I think I've had the pleasure of being there for the Behold the Craft, and I love the whole vibe. I love what you guys have going on, and it's such a great thing to be a part of. It gives artists such a great platform to showcase their talent, and everyone just kind of vibes out and connects musically. So that's really awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. And we've been talking about bringing other elements to it. Just, it's for hip hop, whether it's the dancing, the DJing, the MCing, so art, graffiti, graph artists. So just continue to roll with it and, celebrate hip hop.
Yes. And I'm also looking forward to the Lyrically Fit. And that's, exciting. They have a lot of great artists. On like you said, a lot of artists, which is going to be great energy, and I'm excited about that too. And then, so what else do you have going on?
Well, between those shows and few other events, like I said, I'm booking other events, office parties, something outdoor, I think coming up in a couple weeks. I'll be doing that. So I'm just trying to keep my schedule booked.
Okay.
And
you also have a solo project coming up too.
yeah, I do. I still, like I said, been writing and am looking to record real soon. So hopefully I can get some of that done too before the fall. That's kind of my goal.
Yeah.
To get that. I mean, it's a priority, but it's not something have to do tomorrow. But it's something I'll be working on over these next few weeks and months, and then hopefully, release an EP or another project where, it's either a solo project or something with other artists featured.
Okay,
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me about, what are some of like your biggest highlights in your career that you're like, wow, like, kind of something that really stands out in your journey?
I mean, I'm really grateful for opportunities I've had, love I've received. Like I said, you're never going to be everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to like you or give a rat's behind what you do. Or, but knowing some of the places I've been and the love I've received, I know that music and hip hop and reggae music as well is something that I need to be involved in, and it's in my heart, in my soul, and it's what I do. And one of the coolest experience really was doing this thing for MTV, and it was like another contest thing. I think I was just signed by that company or about to be signed, and so I was getting information on where to go for certain things because they were trying to put us in front of labels, and also there was this like open call for something with MTV, and I got an opportunity to rap for Just Blaze, the producer, and he was real impressed and gave me like a lot of dap for what I was doing, and it was cool because unfortunately I didn't progress through that particular one, but he pulled me aside and was like, yo, I really feel what you do, and he had other people on the panel that I guess didn't, were going to go with somebody else to feature on something with MTV's when they were doing their battles that started the battle ring. I think they did, and but that was cool for him to take that minute out of the madness. All about the madness.
You know what I'm saying?
Word. But for him to take that minute and pull me aside, that I really thought that was cool. And I took that to heart. Yeah, because he's a dope producer too. So I was like, hey man,
he didn't
feel
have
that
to
way,
do that.
call me. Not to have him, but like, But and there's been other times around, some more seasoned artists, I guess, had a chance to perform and just being accepted into that circle and that cipher, and so it's cool. And whether they're famous or not, it's all love and
that connection. It's about making that connection. I think the whole feeling of that is just, the whole vibe of that is just a unique feeling.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
So where can people find you if they want, you to perform, or they want you to DJ, or they just need more information, or they want to book you?
Well, I have a DJ page right now on Facebook. I don't have a DJ Alien page. I do on Instagram. Now that would be @alien_77_. So you can find me there on Instagram, promoting shows and doing more of my music thing there. Facebook, I have a page called Select Digital Entertainment, and that's my DJ company for more of the events, the parties, weddings, birthday parties, sweet 16s, school functions. But Alien is Select Digital is Alien, so whichever way you find me. So Facebook Select Digital, and then Instagram alien_77_.
Okay. And how did you get your name Alien?
Well, that's
a long story.
It's an interesting story. Now, I'm not one for the whole change your name a million times. Some people, they change their name and you kind of identify what you are and go from there. And I was always Flo. I was D Flo growing up. Guys, homies, friends still call me that. High school, that's what people know, Flo. But I guess this would be another show. You know, life takes you on journeys and whatnot. Like I said, I have children, and so you know, my past kind of. When I got out of music, I don't want to say I got out of music. I got out of doing it publicly.
Yeah.
I was, you know, dealing with life stuff. I was still doing music at home, still on my computer, still on my pen and pad, still with my bass, my little guitar, my keyboards, but I wasn't doing it publicly. Didn't know if I was really pursuing it. I was just working 9 to 5 in a job I didn't like, and you know, just paying the bills, taking care of the kids, waking up, going to work, going to sleep, little music. I really didn't have a whole outlet. And then after a few years away from the scene, it just hit me like, you know, this is what I need to be doing. Like one day, it's hard to find. I mean, I'm always saying 2 years. 2 years ago, like everything's been 2 years ago. It's probably more like 4 or 5 now, where, you know, it kind of hit me like, I need to be doing this. I need to stay involved in music and you know, find a way to monetize my passion and just do it regardless, you know, whether I'm going to make money off it or not. This is what I want to do, as long as I'm meeting my responsibilities and taking care of my kids and myself and family. So I kind of went through a period where I guess I felt alienated or different, you know, but there's so many people like that. So the alien thing kind of came about of kind of getting back into music and wanting to do it my way. Like I didn't just want to do what everybody else was doing. And it was also, there was a time where I guess I didn't really relate to a lot of people. And I just felt like an alien, and I kind of took on that name. But you know, there's a lot of people I think that can relate to those feelings, and they go through it. And I learned a lot of lessons, and I met other people who are aliens too, you know. And so I felt less like, you know, I'm not the only one going through things. People go through it, and so as much as I felt like an alien, I met other people that made me feel less alien, you know. So, but the name has stuck, and so.
Awesome. And that's really important to. That's real talk, you know what I mean? Because that's a real thing. People sometimes feel like they're the only ones going through life, whatever it is that's hitting them in life, and they feel some type of way. That's why it's so important to share your story, because just by you sharing your story, other people connect, like, man, you know what, I felt like that too at some point, or I'm feeling like that now. And it kind of really makes you feel like, you know, that there's hope, and that not to give up, and that you're not the only one, and that, you know, like it's you connect, and people connect to the story. So I thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your story, you know, with us and the youth that's possibly thinking about getting into the industry, or, you know, possibly in the industry and they're struggling. You know, it's just real talk, you know, and I appreciate that. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Yes. So here we have it. Check him out. Check out all his social media platforms. DJ Alien in the house, in the Madhouse. So it's your girl Millie Maddness here on 30 Minutes of Madness, QVC TV 22. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.